Today we are in Grenada Marine and we're going to be taking a look at Ventenar, 2002 Bahia 43 Fountaine Pajot. Since it's in the hard, we may as well take a walk around, look at some of the features from down below here. You can see we've got the life raft there. I'll have to check, probably out of date. Most of these boats it is, but normal people cruising in around the Caribbean islands, unless they're getting ready to do an ocean crossing, they usually don't bother with keeping those things recertified. You can see the davits there, nice setup. There's a stern anchor roller right off the back. And just looking down here at these props, looks like they've pulled the props and probably taken those in to get them serviced. So, freshly serviced props. Same story over here. That looks good. Take a walk around the outside. Boats are packed in here. Could use a little wax, definitely a clean up, wax and buff. A few little dock scars here and there, but no signs of any serious repairs. Bottom paint is probably ready to have another coat put on there. And just looking, let's look kind of close up here. It looks like there's probably maybe 3 or 4 coats of bottom paint on there. It can definitely take a couple more coats and be fine. Probably next season it might be due to get that sanded down a little bit. Nice anchor there. It's got a Rockna. Can't see, 33 kilogram Rockna. Great anchor, a little bit oversized for this boat, but that's just going to hold all that much better, help you sleep better at night. Carbon fiber sprit on here, kind of catwalk slash sprit. Never seen one carbon fiber like that, unless they're just, all the other ones are carbon fiber and they're just painted, but it looks the same shape, same design as all the ones I've seen on other FPs. I've just never seen one that was actually in carbon. When we get up top, we'll see that some of that coating for the carbon actually has been cooked a little bit, but it looks like it's still serviceable for sure. Take a look down here under the bridge deck. You can see there's our escape hatches, looking good. Actually, looks like they've been replaced recently. Looks pretty good. It's got a nice dinghy. What it's I don't know. It says flex boat. Some sort of a fiberglass rib there. It's got a nice storage locker up front. It's got wheels on the back for doing beach landings. Make your life a little easier rolling her up the beach. I like having the locker there. Usually that means you can run your fuel line, keep your fuel up in there. It's a little more secure, but also just less clutter in the dinghy when you're moving around. Let's go and take a walk down that other side, port side. Just looking on the back here, there's a little bit of dock scar stuff, some minor repairs on gel coat, nothing serious. This side's a little cleaner. I see a couple of dock scars, but less than on the other side. A little bit cleaner over here. That's pretty typical. People tend to dock on one side. For me, I'll do whatever I can to dock on the same side that the helm is on. Just looking on this bow on the front edge, and I don't know if we can get it on the camera. There's a little fiberglass repair there. Again, nothing serious, but definitely something there to be aware of. I guess as long as we're down here by this anchor again, I'm also noticing there's a repair, kind of a patch plate, or actually probably just kind of a reinforcement plate there. Probably when you bring that anchor up, if you're not real careful, you might get that to dig in there. So having that little plate there to give a little reinforcement is probably a really good idea. All right, we're up on deck now. I just climbing up here, just noticed that looks like one of those Greek evil eyes stuck there on the back. Kind of a cool little feature. Gotta like that. Let's take a look up on deck. We'll do a walk around and we'll check out the inside. First thing just coming up here I notice is this, looks like it's a custom bimini frame, pretty heavy duty. Climb ladders up there, and then also I see just up there on the inside there's actually a solid panel down the middle, which makes it really easy to zip up your sail cover. I always hate walking out on those soft biminis when they're not supportive like that, so much safer. Yeah, notice the nice engine controls, helm control cover there, keeps everything nice and protected. It's not in use. Let's take a walk up forward here. Looks pretty good. We got a nice looking trampoline net up here. You can see on that catwalk or sprit, whatever you want to call it, how the finish is cracking up a little bit. That needs to be probably given a sanded down a little bit and refinished. Just does that down here in the tropical sun. Just doesn't last as long as it might somewhere else. Take a look here at some of the rigging while we're up here. Gooseneck looks good. Might need to replace a Delron washer there. Keep that all in good shape. Doesn't look too bad though. Looking up the rig. Radar dome up there. Double spreader setup. Pretty nice. Sails have all been stripped, of course. She's in the yard for hurricane season, so no sails on board. All right. Check out forward. Looks like we've got our halyard there for spinnaker or screecher, and then code 0 type sail, some sort of reaching sail. And there's our roller furler for our jib. Great. Take a look up top here, may as well while we're up here. Okay, solar panel installation looks pretty nice. We'll have to check the wattage on those panels, but they look like they're big ones. They probably do a great job. You can also see there's a panel that zips open there at the helm that's going to allow you to see your mainsail a lot easier. Zip that open, and when you're putting your sail up or what have you, that's going to come in handy. Okay. All right, let's go back and check out the cockpit. You can see we've got nice bottom sider cushions on everything there. They were all in storage. We just pulled those out. So they get a little wrinkle. Let those sit out, and they'll get back to their regular shape here soon enough. Nice. Okay. Let's go back and check out the helm. Getting in here to the cockpit. Nice helm station here, well set up. I always like to look and see what's my visibility from the helm, and I can see both my front corners pretty easy. Little squish there, but not bad. And then looking back, definitely I got my two sterns there. Great visibility from the helm. See all four corners? That's gonna make docking a lot easier. All right, what have we got here? Engine controls down below there. Throttle controls, and just a kind of standard Marine setup on here. It's got the Marine, the C120 chart plotter, and just the regular speed, depth, autopilot, wind gauge, all right there. There's hookups for a remote mic, so we've got the radio controls right here. And just looking at these antennas here, we've got our GPS there, feed, I'm sure, for the chart plotter. We've also got, it looks like, Sirius radio on board. So if you're in the zone where that's working, that's a nice feature to have. One thing I noticed on this boat, just looking around, I've often been on boats where I thought, man, I wish there was a cup holder here. Just counting, looking around the cockpit though, we've got 2 over there, 4 more right there, and 3 more there just behind the helm seat. No shortage of that at all. Anyway, good setup here. We'll take a look inside. One of the cool features on this boat you won't see on any other Belizes or this table has been customized. So instead of the larger table that's a little bit harder to scoot in around, the owner had this table customized to where the the wings that fold down there actually have been made smaller, but if you look at it, the shape is still really symmetrical. It looks cool. Pretty hard customization to do, but it came out really nice. Just makes it a little easier to get in and out there, a little more function out of that. All right, let's take a look over here at the galley. You see air conditioner controls there for the saloon, and we've got a double sink with a drainer, 3-burner propane stove. We've got the refrigeration, front-loading refrigerator. You can see there, nice, and a top-loading deep freeze. Great way to do that. Microwave's got a little pedestal there mounted. Lots of fans in here, good ventilation, oven, lots of storage. Heading down on the starboard side hull, the owner's side. Remember, the boat's been put away, so we've got some, looks like the battens for the mainsail are all here. Looking forward, there's a really nice settee there, very comfortable couch, lots of storage, hanging lockers. Everything looks good. Let's take a look up forward in the head. Separate shower, so dry head. Mirrors right there. It's showing a little bit of corrosion around the edges. It's an easy fix. And the head itself, right there. Got your overboard discharge selector switch right there is going to make it real easy. And it's electric flush, so no workout pumping the toilet. Not a bad setup. Let's take a look back at the cabin some more. So easy access off the outside edge, also off the front. So not quite an island style, but still pretty practical, pretty easy to get around. Nice storage there, nice book collection, hanging locker here, nice access to that. All full of blankets and such right now, but that's how it goes, boats in storage. Right, good ventilation, big hatch right over the top of the bunk there. You can see right up there, and plenty of other just smaller hatches all throughout. So good lighting, good ventilation. All right, let's walk over the other side. You know, when I was in the saloon, I think we neglected to take a look at the nav station here. I've got all our electronic controls there. There's our radio is set up there. The AC electrical panel is there, right next to the TV. There's a Blu-ray player inside there. Master controls for the gen set. There's a, looks like it has a Fisher Panda gen set. And then over here on this side, we've got our DC control panel. So all the house systems right on there. I like where they mounted the thermometer, or actually I guess it's the clock and the barometer. Take a look at that. Bilge pump controls right there on the side. That seems like a good setup. Let's take a look down here on the port side, crew side. Right here at the bottom of the stairs waiting for us is the sail. Looks like our jib. These are nice Hydronet sails. I believe they're tri-radial cuts, and man, they can't be a year old. They look pretty fresh. Take a look up forward here. Here's the single head on this side for both the two cabins, smaller cabins, and this is a manual flush. You can see there's our escape hatch. We saw those from the outside. Dinghy's out there, happy as can be. And just looking, there's our mirrors. Again, a little corrosion on those. Not too bad, just a little cosmetic. This is a wet head, right? So that faucet for the sink pulls out, and that's your shower head. Good way to economize on space. And looking forward in this cabin, or the V-berth style. Still a pretty good amount of storage. There's storage lockers up forward. That accesses up into the bows. And one thing, mosquito nets, that's what that is, but bug nets for all the windows. Nice feature to have. If you're out at anchor, you don't really need it. You've got plenty of ventilation going. The bugs stay away, but if the wind ever quits blowing, or maybe you find yourself in a marina, those bug screens come in handy. All right, let's go back and look at the aft cabin. A little bit bigger. Again, good ventilation, lots of storage over there, hanging lockers. Nice setup. All right, let's go outside and take a look at the storage compartments up forward. We're going to take a look down the mechanical space here, and just looking in here once the light adjusts, you can see we've got our charger unit there, or yeah, charge controller. Over here we've got some of our house bank. Looks like 4 big Lifeline batteries. You can see part of the autopilot system right here. And there we go. Just looking down, there's our master switches. Looks like our cutoffs for the windlass and electric winches and that. Alright. Go take a look down the other side. Our engine is located right down below here. That just lifts up, and looks like we've got a Yanmar engine down there. We'll check the horsepower on that. It's not too bad. It's got decent access. Looks like that alternator is pretty fresh. We'll check engine hours on this and have those down in the comments below. All right, we're gonna just take a look in here. We've actually found this is where our generator lives. It's got a nice soundproof enclosure. Fisher Panda, to check the ratings on that. What else do we have down here? Looks like water maker controls. And more battery bank. And more electrical. All right, just doing the wrap up on the boat. Beautiful day here in Grenada. A little squally, a little rain happening every now and then, but right now the skies are blue. It's beautiful. Good walk around. If you enjoy the video, let me know. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. And we'll have a link to the full specs and listing on this boat also in the comments below.